with Disruptor. We just learned that there's some sort of strange slimy occurrence going on in upstate New York, and our team has just been asked to investigate it due to some strange boundary governmental loophole kind of stuff. That Disruptor is the only ones who are able to do the job.
I've never heard a better general description of just upstate New York. Like,
is this what season are we in? Like, are we thinking? I was thinking summer, but because of like camping.
Yeah, I was thinking summer too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that makes sense because you guys are probably on like summer vacation from grad school.
We have our open garage and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So, so the next part of this game, it will be, you guys just got that call, about this job. They're okay with the rates of everything. What are you going to do? Are you going to go up there and just quickly investigate? You want to research the problem? And we just kind of like role play and see what happens.
yeah, I suggest some research.
I want to talk to the people involved. I want to talk to the people who think they have seen or heard something.
Okay. That would require...
Like doing on-site research or like calling them from the office or...
Oh yeah, definitely going face to face.
I want to know which weapons to bring. So it would be nice to know if there's been any historical, hauntings in the area. So, just in case. Or also bears. Are there bears there? I need to know if there are bears because these are my bear weapons.
You have like a locked like gun cabinet for like break open in case of bears.
Gun would be
just
way,
as only.
way
I mean,
too smart.
Yeah. No, I didn't mean it. Yeah, I didn't mean it like actual guns, but like the cabinet of like where you can like see inside of it, but it's like locked of just like nunchucks, ninja spears, like all that ritual dagger, like all these things.
And at least half of them are totally non-functional. They're just like show, but a couple are.
You have a back
circus performer, so you probably have like
I feel like
arsenal.
There's like fancy veils and like anything too. Nunchucks.
I feel like at several points, Leslie may have looked inside and it's like, is that a Batleth in there? Is that a Klingon Batleth? Like,
yes, yes. Oh my god.
So anyways, okay. So let's role play this research. So who wants to do what first? So I know we're going to be wanting to go to the scene to get some first-hand account with some knowledge. But is there anything we want to do here back at home base before we head out?
What if we do like a montage of like I'm on a Skype call with the campers who've been affected?
Oh yeah.
And like advising Darcy about like what's going down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Okay, so you're gonna boot up Skype?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we?
Are the campers still camping, or have they gone home? Like.
I imagine they're probably at the hospital, like recovering.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Awesome. Perfect.
Yeah, like the emergency room for like hyperventilation, exhaustion kind of stuff. So okay. So I think if you're gonna do that, then I think we're going. Is that technology or a contact for you? I think right now it's gonna be technology.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble with my Skype call.
Yeah.
Are you guys getting an echo? Okay, so what do I roll?
Okay. So you're gonna be rolling your technology skill. So this will be I think that's 2 dice. So you're gonna roll 2d6. And I put in roll 20 here a handout for a skill reference, which is like the third option from the left or second, and it says reference charts. I know it's super small, and I'm sorry, but it says like a skill roll chart. And what you're doing when you roll a skill roll is you take that die pool, and then you take the highest die that you roll, and that is your roll for that option here.
Okay, perfect. So I rolled a 5.
Yes.
Well, I rolled 2 5s, so it's all good.
Yep.
And it just says, good. Describe the result and gain a franchise die.
Yes.
Ooh, congrats.
Hooray! So So the campers are, calling me on their phones. We're having a video call, and I'm like, And how big would you say this ghost was? Like a big ghost or like a regular size? I've never seen a ghost before. And so they're telling me, with exasperation, and they're still so, shaken up about the experience that, things were rattling and things overturned themselves and splayed everywhere. They're like, at first we thought it was a bear, but it didn't eat anything. It just knocked stuff over and made a big mess, like for no reason. I was like,
Svetlana's going bear. Just select several.
Could be a ghost bear. Could be a ghost bear.
Svetlana has the sort of like a beautiful mind thing going on, and we just like a mind map of possible options, and we just keep circling around bear with like a red circle on it. Yeah, awesome. Okay, I think halfway then, like through that call, where you get all the information, like it starts like circuiting out or whatever, and like it's like damn Skype, and it won't reconnect. Apparently, upstate New York is not the best for reception. Cool. So, Svetlana or somebody wants to use that information for some sort of other role. Was that who was going to do that? Was it Leslie?
To do.
Oh, who wanted? So we're doing like I thought we were following Alex's montage idea. Yeah. So was somebody going to use that information to help like fuel their research?
Yeah, I was going to see what I could come up with on the computer, kind of furiously Googling.
Upstate New York slime bear.
Yeah.
Slime and bear.
That's how he just had a research in grad school is all the Google.
Okay.
Google foo.
Yeah. Okay. That's probably academics because you're researching.
Yes, and I probably am using like the school library databases. I have access to these things, so.
Okay.
Cool. So that is.
Yeah.
So I have 4.
Awesome.
Right.
Yes. So you have to roll 4 dice.
4d6. All right. I get this.
Six. Awesome. So
Awesome.
you gain 2 franchise dice, and you get that's an excellent roll. So you can describe exactly what happens. Yeah, like you nailed it. So describe nailing it. What do you find out?
So I think I find out we probably have a database that is actually devoted to paranormal phenomenon, peer-reviewed research papers about events happening all over the state of New York, and perhaps even New England. Let's go that far.
Yeah, for a 6.
Oh,
Yeah.
so is this like a secret society's database, or like an order of something?
Like you have to dig pretty deep and know that it's like the New England
Journal of Paranormal
Research. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Something like that. Like,
Yeah.
if it had paranormal in it, yeah, I think it would. So yes, there's definitely one of these databases in there, and there's I think we can find sightings of slime bears in Connecticut.
Sweet.
There's one reference.
Dating back to like the Revolutionary War. Like George Washington killed a slime bear with a.
Slime bears.
Yeah.
There's going to be a bunch of conservation papers about like populations dying off and certain refugia.
Oh my god, paranormal conservationists.
Yeah.
They could be our enemy.
I want to play that game. So.
Yeah.
There we get the lists.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's actually really good. All right. So we find out a lot about slime bears. What do we find out? Like, do we find like their weakness, or like do you just find that they exist? Like any like special things about them?
Well, they exist.
Yeah.
That's big.
It may be peer reviewed, but it's not.
Are they big?
Well, they are bear sized.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
They are actual bear sized, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't think we know how to kill them. What their weakness may be.
Okay. So you just find out that they are real, and they are slime bears, and they exist, and they're the size of a bear.
They're bear.
Okay. Okay. So we don't know how to capture them yet. Okay.
Cool.
Cool. Are we ready then? Does anybody else want to do something while we're down here?
Well, I'm curious, have we successfully used our app yet on a ghost?
I don't know.
That's something. That's something for you guys to decide.
Maybe not. I kind of like. I like the idea that we
Just
have.
like, you know, we speculate that these frequencies will do their job.
Z frequency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
I suppose I would be a little concerned now. So the Z frequencies, is that what type of ghost does that capture? Will that work on a slime ghost?
We were thinking they were smaller, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Maybe there's
Guys.
a technology role that needs to happen here.
guys! So Leafington just made the illustration for our logo for our company in chat. Or Full Link did.
God.
Full Link
How do I
did.
see it?
It's on the Twitch chat, but I'll link it here for you guys in
Okay,
Zoom.
I want to see.
Yeah, Full Link. That is amazing.
Oh, awesome. It's
Just
perfect.
sure.
It's
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I like the big like
Full Link.
Disney.
yeah. It's very like Disney hip.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah,
Very
that is
cool.
definitely like airbrushed on the side of our bicycle.
Yeah, our mint bike.
Totally.
Oh, that's so good.
That is
Oh, that's
Some
amazing.
plywood.
yes.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, like the bike's made of entirely of recycled materials, right?
Oh, God, yes.
Okay. Awesome. So we're gonna try to get up to upstate New York, right? Okay.
Further upstate, I guess.
Yeah.
Was Hannah going to do a technology role for like doing something, or are we waiting to first encounter?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna. Did you want to do like a trial run? Did you want to do like a test of it right
What I was
now?
thinking was maybe like booting up the servers, you know, see, make sure
Ah.
that
Run a simulation.
you know, like
Okay.
not that we think there's going to be any problems, but it might be worth booting the servers up.
Yeah. You never
Yeah.
calibrated it to an actual something like bear size, right?
Yeah,
So-
yeah, we
so,
might need
yeah.
to go for an X frequency.
Yeah. So definitely test. Yeah, test. Give us a test of your technology.
Okay, so I have 3 in technology. So what am I doing again? How do I
Sure.
do-
You roll 3d6, and you're taking the highest of those results.
Okay, so 3.
Got a 6. Wow, you guys are really good at rolling.
Rolling.
Cool. So now you gain.
Skill.
So that's a super success. Yeah, you guys have clearly played role playing games before. Cool. So you gain 2 franchise dice. That's an excellent roll. So describe your success.
Yeah, I think that, you know, shockingly, I don't think we've ever seen the computers actually boot up without problems before. Like, they boot, we're sort of surprised. It's like, oh, that works. Everything seems to be running smoothly. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do here, but at least, like, the part that will be able to upload the ghost to the cloud is working.
I just imagine that the app looks like the Game Boy Advance like Pokemon, and like you throw the ball, and it's like.
Oh, yeah.
That's the simulation.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh my
Perfect.
God. Yes.
Love that retro style.
And it's like, it's like you caught Slime Bear.
That has some like 8-bit music.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah, awesome. So
So I don't know, you know, I don't know if the actual little gadget will function, but
No.
the cloud, the amorphous cloud.
back end.
Yeah.
Great.
And that's great because I do not have a lot of room left on my phone.
yeah, so you have it working and synced to the cloud now. So okay, that's awesome. So I think we're ready to continue then.
To bike.
Yeah, we're gonna bike. We're biking to upstate. Okay, up to the campgrounds.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty arduous journey, and the first problem is that you guys end up. This is like the peak of camping season, and so there's a lot of like traffic in the way, and you guys are basically just stuck in traffic in a bike. Like you guys are on the bike, like in the middle of a highway, and it's like not moving. Yeah, what do you guys do?
Svetlana, get us out of this.
Off-roading? Of course. Been waiting for this.
Cool. So we're gonna go up like the side.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Straight
Okay.
up the mountain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I would like to think Svetlana is like powering this with her massive legs.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
powerful thighs.
So yeah.
Quads for days.
So I think Svetlana, you're going to give me an athletics test.
I've never been more ready.
Yeah.
Excellent. This is what I've always dreamed of.
Is the power position in the back of the bike? Is that where?
Yeah, maybe we have like a diamond shape.
Oh. I want to be in whichever seat lets me be lazy.
Easy.
You're up
Easy.
front. You're
Yeah.
earring.
Awesome.
So describe your success.
Okay, yeah. So I've like never really been to upstate New York, but so feel free to pepper it in with details. But I think like, Svetlana maybe chugs like some experimental energy drink thing, right? Powers it. She's got her backpack full of like weapons with the batleth like sticking out.
Mm-hmm.
And so she just like guns it, and her her legs start going like crazy fast. We take like a sharp turn and into like a little like divot, right? And we pile up on like just a little bit, like we're racing like right next to like the forest edge, right? Like, just sort of almost on an angle for like a bit of it, and it's very disorienting. But yeah, I think we like speed past until we find maybe like for like a while until we find like a country road that we can kind of like turn off on, right?
And cruise around on.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Excellent.
It's like not sustainable for anybody.
No. Oh, it's not sustainable. Wait, what's not sustainable? The pace?
Biking fast on an angle.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think actually to keep the thing under control, I think you guys are all going to need to do a stress roll for me. So one die.
Oh, okay.
So everybody's going to roll a d6.
Okay.
And this is going to be our first stress test.
Oh, I rolled a 3.
3, 4, 5. And a 3. Okay. So, on a 3, that means everybody is... so anyone who got a 4... so a 5 is you feel fine about this. You just don't care. You're blasé about it. 4 means that you're annoyed, and that the next time you're going to do a skill... so one of your skills, you take a -1 die penalty to it for the first time. You're annoyed from going downhill and trying to keep control of this careening tandem bike, and then everyone else who got a 3 or less is stressed, and they're going to lose a die from your athletics skill.
Oof. So now my athletics is 1 instead of 2.
Yes.
My athletics
Below 1.
So Alex and Megan lose 1.
Can those dip below 1? Can they go to 0?
No, but if they go below 1, it just means that the next athletic skills you take, you just automatically fail.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
Sorry, guys.
yeah.
That's fine. I am
Seemed
literally
like a good idea at the time.
cooked spaghetti.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool. So you guys are able to like recover and keep this thing going, strenuously zipping downhill, until you get to like the camp zones. And well, before you get to the gates of like the park, there is just like a row of media vans that are sitting outside, wondering what's going on, being like they let us in. Like, you see like a park ranger's like no, now settle down, and they're like oh make room, and like everybody's trying to get out of the way, and all these cameras and media people are now suddenly looking at you guys.
Excellent.
As you guys are like kind of like sweaty, like pulling in there on your tandem bike.
Real sweaty.
Yeah.
Keep your branded bicycle helmets on. We want to get as much of that on camera as we can.
Yeah.
Turn the logo to the front.
Yeah. I think a lot of people start asking you guys, just like calling out like you would like in a rabid press conference, like, what's going on? Hey, who are you guys? Like, what do you guys do?
So we want to promote our brand. We want to promote our brand, but we're supposed to keep it hush-hush on the specifics for the police? Is that
Yes.
what we agreed to? Okay.
Yep.
I would completely disregard that second part.
Go for it.
Yeah.
But I would just be like, please, the appropriate resources, which is the good people at Disruptor, have been brought onto the scene. Everything will be taken care of. Please hold your questions until after the incident has been...
What is Disruptor? Is that Facebook? So like people are asking.
Facebook. It's facebook.com/DSRPTR.
Underscore. Just the underscore.
Someone already took the original. Yeah, someone took the original.
I'm sure we had business cards.
Yeah.
You can follow us on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
We're really big on peach.
Any comments?
On medium.
Any comments why the government isn't handling this?
I'll kind of look at each other.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need to bring in the experts.
Ooh. That should be a contact.
Oh god.
Yeah, because you're handling this situation, dealing with rabid press, people wanting more information. Let's see if this
Right,
satiates them.
I only have a 1 in contact.
Yes, I know.
It's a 4.
Oh,
Hey.
4. That's good. That's good with one slight bad snag.
Okay.
I think what happens is as you guys are pulling in and doing that, you see behind you guys like an old beat up white Suburban with the Albany Department of extra paranormal affairs, comes in and kind of like on your guys' tail. So are you guys just gonna proceed forward and or are you gonna wait for them to show up or what? Because it looks like they're coming up the road to you
Oh,
guys.
them?
Yeah.
No. We're just
We're
gonna
going in.
breeze by.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a job to do.
Yeah. Okay. And cool. So you guys start rolling in, and like the park ranger lets you guys through, but stops everyone else, and like the extra paranormal people, they're like, "What are you talking about? This is our job. We heard what it's called. We can't let some disruptor people take our spot." And they're like, "No, this is legit. This is how it's as you guys are going on down the road." So this is the part where the map from the policeman would come in. You're trying to find this camp zone in the middle of these woods. You're told it's somewhere up near let's say Chimney Crest. It sounds very foresty.
We don't have the map. I just took a picture of it with my phone.
Oh yeah, of
We
course.
just got it.
God forbid our batteries go out.
So I think that sounds like Amanda Vandeven's then doing a technology roll to guide you guys there to
All right.
using the map. Ooh, 5. Yes, easy. So getting a franchise die. Describe your success.
All right, perfect. Well, I'm pinching and zooming and showing everyone exactly where we need to be headed. You'll notice that there are 3 points of major activity. So I suggest we hit them all in kind of a horseshoe shape, and then and we'll reconvene back here after we've found out everything we can.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. Cool. So I guess we're gonna show up then at the first scene, right?
Hotspot.
Yeah, hotspot of activity. All right, and it's very easy to find. So imagine so this is the middle of the summer, and you guys enter a zone where normally everything is verdant. This place just seems like it was hit with acid rain. So all of the pines are all on the ground, and they're all that burnt orange, dead. All the plants and everything like that are all dry, desiccated. And it just seems to be this is I don't know, 100 feet, circumference, a circle, a perfect circle of activity here. And there doesn't seem to be any sign of creatures or anything like that. The woods are eerily silent. What do you guys do?
I think maybe, I imagine we have some sort of beta version of the app on our phone. Maybe do we have a little Find My Ghost locator where maybe boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you want to go into the circle to find the episode? Yeah. Okay.
Does somebody want to try that?
Yeah.
Who has a good technology skill?
Yeah.
I have 2.
I have 3. So
Yeah. Matilda has 3.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Do it up.
okay.
Matilda's also the one who got it working earlier today.
That's all
true.
right.
So,
So,
yes.
hopefully our luck will continue.
Yes.
Great.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Oh,
So
perfect.
that's
So
a 6.
you absolutely find this hotspot. So describe for us what happens.
Oh my gosh. I think that the phone is like beep, 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 beep. It's like when you use Find Your iPhone and you're like, wait, I'm right on top of it. It's like in the couch, but I'm not seeing it. Like
You're looking at where is it?
It's right here. I don't know if we can see it. I'm not seeing it, but it is right here.
Okay.
We're on.
Okay. Because you could, if you wanted to, you could describe what happens when you use it.
If somebody wants to jump in and help me, that would be great.
Do we see any of the slime that was reported?
Oh yeah, we can like take a sample.
Is it maybe like a concentrated area of this slime?
Oh, you can pass your phone over like a bunch of just nature, and it's kind of like a UV light, like you see.
Oh yeah,
Great.
yeah. Like you can when you switch your phone to like from Find Your mode to like camera mode or whatever, it has like a special like sensor, so like you can see the ground. It looks like a black light or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it slime bear
It's
prints?
nasty. It is
Oh,
just
yeah.
covered in goop.
Yeah. What? So it's just goop everywhere, like when you use your phone.
We are like in the deep goop zone.
Oh.
Yeah, gross.
Oh yeah.
What color's the goop?
Yeah, what color does it look like through the phones?
I'm just picturing that fluorescent like white. Like,
Yeah, like purplish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So you guys are in the epicenter of the goop. What do you guys? Yeah. This definitely is some sort of paranormal activity going on here.
Does somebody have like if we were going to take a sample and test it, would that be under research?
Depends on what you're trying to do. Are you going to test it like in the field? Like, do you have something that you're using to test this?
Yes.
Right? Or are you going to just look at it and like look up a book about it or something, or like research online, or
Like maybe we have something that we can test it with now, but there's probably something like better tests we could run if we took a sample back with us.
okay.
Yeah.
Can we
perfect.
have one of those like field guides that's like if it has this characteristic, turn to page.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Field guide of ectoplasm or whatever.
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay.
So that definitely sounds somebody should be doing academics role.
Sounds
Whoever's
like
doing that.
Leslie operation.
Alright. Yes, Leslie has a field guide. All kinds of goop.
That's the title. All
Goop
kinds
the
of.
Northeast.
Know your
From
goop.
A to Z.
Yeah.
Know your goop with LeVar Burton.
Yeah.
Perfect.
This reminds me of the season 1 episode.
Yeah. So like, if you wanted to, like, you could use your Star Trek geek for that, right? Like, I know I made that joke, but you could be like, yeah, but it's narrated by LeVar Burton. I listened to every single thing he's ever said, and I really like this thing, right? Like, you can that's how like you can use your traits for like
that's
anything.
I love that.
So if you just for an example, you can do that, and then you get to roll with an extra die because you're using your trait die for that.
Well, then hell yeah, it was narrated by LeVar Burton. He narrates everything.
Yep.
Ideally.
And at the end, it's like, and that's all the goop that we have time for, but don't take my word for it. Go out there and find your own goop. Oh, God.
Oh man, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
LeVar pulls us through as always.
Yeah, you guys...
Expert. What does
Have you guys not rolled a 6?
I don't know. Just some stresses.
Yeah, only for
except for
stress.
stresses. Yeah.
that would have been nice.
Cool, I gotta stress you guys out then. The Audubon Guide to Northeastern Group Bears.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's really good.
Gonna make a note to Photoshop this later.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, so what did we learn?
Sweet. Oh man, what didn't we learn about this goop?
Yeah, you got the whole spiel. You got like the Wikipedia of Goop Bears from narrated by LeVar Burton.
Yes, feel free to contribute to the wiki page about goop bears. So I think something the consistency of the goop is does indicate that it was made by a larger goo creature.
Mm-hmm.
So that does reconcile with our thoughts about a goop bear. So we're on the right track there, I think. But maybe it's something about the coloring isn't typical for bears in particular.
Yeah.
Maybe some other kind of large mammal.
Some other kind of large mammal. Yeah, like I think maybe it could be a couple of things.
Like a goopin wolf. Or
Dire Goopin Wolf.
dire goopin wolf. Oh,
Oh.
that's a legend.
Goop moose is a
Goop
possibility.
moose?
Goop moose.
Oh
Distinct
my God.
possibility.
Yeah.
Leslie, can you tell from the goop how recently this creature was here?
Ooh.
Oh, it is fresh. It is fresh.
Very
goop.
fresh.
Yeah.
Are you guys all standing in the circle right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
I think the consistency of the goop when you say it's like different and not like goop bear, I think you start realizing that your shoes are getting kind of soggy. And like it's like almost trying to like eat through your shoes. And I'm going to need you guys to take a stress roll.
Yeah.
He said he was gonna.
Oh no.
No.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, Alex. Okay, so everyone else is fine. So Alex, let's see what happens.
Fancy businesswoman shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of
Bummer.
shoes were you wearing?
That's why I failed the athletics role too, because I was wearing my good, my business
Yes.
heels.
So you have a meltdown from your stress. So you're going to lose one skill die from the stat, but you're also going to have to describe here how what happens like when you freak out.
So, this is like our first mission, and we haven't really like I know some of us have seen ghosts and interacted with them, but this is really my first like actual paranormal interaction since the incident. And so I am just like brought back to like the worst place, and I just start like just freaking out and screaming and like jumping up and down, and I like kick my shoes off, but then I realize my bare feet are on the ground. That's so much worse, and I hate it. So I try to put the shoes back on, and I'm sitting, and I realize I'm sitting in it. So I am just like hyperventilating and like making screamy sounds that I won't make on the Twitch stream.
Yeah. Oh. So okay. So you're panicking, and I think near the end of your panic or something, you guys do hear the sounds of like a loud like a crunching through the earth, but you guys don't see where it's coming from. You just hear like the sounds of leaves and the pines like breaking and twigs snapping nearby, like something's like running through the woods.
Awesome. Should we climb a tree?
Ooh. Svetlana totally could do that.
It sounds
Yeah.
large.
Pardon?
It sounds very large, like whatever it is. Yes.
Ah, not the tree. Okay.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
The tree sounds very large.
What is a large sounding tree?
Yeah, like
Awesome.
maybe Svetlana could climb a tree. Leslie has no athletics, so she can
Yeah.
play dead.
Yeah. Like, what would you guys want to
Yeah.
Just lie down on the goop and
fall
let it
around.
take you.
This is where I am.
Yeah. Not to. Yeah, I also don't want to tell you how to invoke your trait, but I just can now imagine that you're going to invoke your inner red shirt.
Cool. Well, I think I'm going to swing up into a tree, and if Amanda wants to come with me, I think I can probably like get her up there, unless she's still having her freak out and is not ready.
Oh
to
you can drag her up. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. No, I definitely cling to you like a baby koala.
Like on her chest, like on her chest, like oh
yeah. Svetlana, you're so strong.
oh
You can
Yes,
protect
yes,
us.
yes. Miss Mandevin.
yes.
Cool. So we like perch up on a big conifer branch. Just outside the
Athletics.
circle.
Yeah. Give me
Yeah.
some athletics. And this your circus trained obviously applies here.
Oh yeah. Awesome. Okay.
Hey.
I got a 6.
Oh man, awesome. Yeah, you succeed super successfully. What happens?
Cool. So, and since you're with me, my little koala, feel free to chime in here. So I think we Svetlana is like perfectly prepared for this situation. She's got like a picnic blanket, like a comfortable, fleece that she's got on the branch. It's like in like a moment, in seconds, it's like transformed into like a little like cool like hideout comfortable thing.
Mm-hmm.
She's in the base of the branch, and she's got like, I don't know, she's got like 4 or 5 different like weapons sort of like lined up in a row, like throwing stars, and she's got herself like harnessed to the branch.
Oh yeah.
Swing down with the with something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if Amanda also wants, she could be tethered to the tree so she doesn't fall off and die.
Yes,
That
please.
seem reasonable? That's like
Can
a
you
Oh
make
yeah,
a
absolutely.
tiny hammock that I
Yeah,
can just
no, you can 100%.
walk in?
Yeah.
yeah, a very cozy hammock. It's branded too. It's like one of those free samples we got of like.
Nice.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, like that's like so you can really like branch out and like describe whatever you want for these things. So that's perfect. Cool. What is everyone else doing? Leslie, you're playing dead?
Possibly. I was going to ask, can I use my talent? So I have nothing in athletics, but what if I use my talent?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because a good Klingon would not play dead.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Then you would roll a d6. Yeah.
I get one. Okay.
Yeah. You could also remember you could also use your franchise die for this one as well if you wanted.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we got lots of those.
Oh, yeah. How does...
That just means you would just basically spend your gym die on this roll.
Nice.
Oh, I see.
Seems worthwhile.
Sure. We only have...
You could also use your bank die if you wanted to. Like you could spend
Okay.
if you want more dice. Otherwise, you can just use your trait die and spend that last gym die.
Yeah, let me do the trait in the gym, because I don't want
Okay.
to mess with the bank just yet.
Mhm.
That makes me nervous.
No problem. Oh, awesome.
More sixes.
Yeah. Cool.
That's
So we
enough.
are getting to the climax of this because you guys keep rolling sixes. Like I've never seen an Inspectors game where you guys roll nothing but sixes for every single roll.
He just loves us.
Yeah.
I think Leslie is going to play dead and then thinks better of it and just scurries up a tree.
Awesome.
Oh, awesome.
You have the bet list if you want it.
Oh yeah.
I can never say it.
That's
It fills you with determination.
Toss it
Yeah.
across the branch. Perfect.
Yes.
The camera zooms in on your face, fierce. Holding
Yeah.
the weapon.
Fight me.
Yeah. Cool.
I guess Matilda is still down on the ground.
Yeah.
I think plugging the our little dongle into the headphone jack.
Awesome.
You
Kinda-
guys are scouting above. I'm ready to be on the battlefield down here. I'm ready to hit the button and catch them all. If
Yeah.
You do the very best.
Yeah.
Leslie said that these were fresh ghost goop droppings, so I'm like,
Oh yeah, it's you see sort of shimmering using your phone's camera is a sort of a goopy direwolf.
no, already?
And yeah. It seems to be running around and it doesn't see you, but it's sniffing around where you are, or just around this circle. But it seems to be ignoring you.
Thank God it wasn't the moose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suckers are mean.
Well, what do you guys think? Are we just gonna let it sniff? Kind of stay still.
So you can see it through the phone, right? We
I
can't.
can see
Yeah.
it.
No one else. Yeah, you guys can't see it.
Okay.
You hear the branches and stuff. But no one can see this.
Okay.
Maybe there's some goop that when it passes through a tree or something leaves some slime on it. But otherwise it just seems to be walking around. Only when you're holding the phone, and so everyone at home watching can see through your phone right now the thing. And by the way, so we haven't done it yet, but should I review what a confessional is and how to use it?
Oh,
Oh
please.
yeah, please do.
Okay, yeah. So a confessional could be done once per scene by everybody, right? So we can have up to 4 confessionals per scene. And a confessional means that you go up in front of the camera, with basically you just talk directly to the audience. And when you do that, you can give someone else a trait. You can give them a new talent to go along with their original talents. You can also describe what happens in a way well, this was the time when we realized that maybe we should have updated our iOS version, or you can add these certain things. You can add things whatever you want, or being like Darcy is the best. I could not have done this without her, right? Or it's Svetlana saved my butt this last time, or something like that. And you can just add things like that, and then all of a sudden we can kind of gear the scene to whatever we want to say, right? So once you start getting used to that kind of stuff, or in case something goes wrong, you can be like, well, that's why, and we go like, I want a confessional, and it's like I go to confessionals like, and that's why I always bring it back up, and like we go back, right, and like and you have another one, right, like you can use them that kind of way. They're sort of just a cool little like exchange to add more stuff to the fiction. Okay. Yeah, it's weird because no game ever does that, right? So it's hard to remember, and I know that because we've done this so far. I just thought I would remind.
Okay, cool. Well, I want to do a confession then. A confession.
Okay. Yes.
Oh yeah, no, I had pretty much checked out at that point. I mean, it was our first mission. You kind of have to understand.
I thought you were smoking.
Yeah, no, I'm smoking a cigarette actually.
Yeah.
It was technically our first mission together. Yeah, I know. So I was not extremely useful, but, I have complete confidence in Matilda. She's someone, as soon as you put a piece of technology in her hand, she knows what to do. She knows what's going on. I mean, she had more paranormal experience than any of us put together.
All right,
So-
I'd like to do a confessional too. That's
Yeah.
confessionals with confessionals.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Yeah, that was the first time that I started to think that maybe there was something going on between Amanda and Svetlana. Not that I want to really get involved in anybody else's business, but you could kind of see from that little koala cuddle that they weren't really focused on ghost hunting. There was something else going on up in that tree.
Oh my gosh. Awesome.
Scandalous.
Oh, awesome. Cool. That's awesome. So, yeah, so we see this wolf going around, and since you're holding the camera, I think Matilda, you will be taking a stress die, from like, this is the first time like we see the wolf, right? So when we see the wolf probably looks like I don't know, like your classic purplish looking werewolf, but only I guess it has like a white like shimmering thing around
Classic.
it.
Aura.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do a stress roll.
Oh no. So you two, you will be losing a die as you go into a complete meltdown.
Okay.
I think the wolf stops sniffing and like sees you, and like stops and like growls, and behind you, like you hear some more sounds, and behind you there's actually like a small little like puppy ghost wolf, and you're between a mama and its puppy.
Oh gosh.
Oh no.
And it's snarling, and the baby puppy is like, like doing like little like puppy sounds, and so you're simultaneously horrified and scared and awing,
Okay.
What do you do? Well,
do I do?
What skill are you getting stressed out about, and what will you do?
Yeah, I think that I will knock one down from technology, because the app wasn't enough to allow me to see my full surroundings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just gave me this really limited field of vision, so I'll knock that from 3 to 2.
Okay.
I mean, in my panic, can I point the app at the mama wolf? Try to catch it?
Try to bust this ghost.
Oh yeah, sure.
All right. I think.
But
then
you're gonna-
maybe in my.
Okay. Do it. But you're also going to take 2 stress because you're doing this in a very
Oh no. Okay.
difficult manner, right?
All right. So how does that work with rolling while taking stress?
Roll your skill first.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm about to roll technology. And I have
Yeah.
this technology.
Was your confessional supposed to give Matilda a new trait?
Yeah, like can handle herself or like experienced with ghosts.
Yeah, I was gonna say or like ghost. Yeah, okay, cool. So I would give you whatever that trait is. I would give you an extra die for this.
Okay, so I will roll
yeah.
3d6.
Yeah, most experienced ghost hunter.
It's a 5.
5. So you get a franchise die. So that's a success. So describe what happens.
I think that the mama ghost, sort of dematerializes and presumably our little. What's the name of our little ghost caddy? It's like a
The dongle?
The dongle. It's a very, very specific scientific term.
That's been our working title.
The goop dongle?
Ooh, better than dongle goop.
So yeah, the little dongle goop catcher, it seems to work. I mean,
What does it look like when it works?
So nothing happens in the actual little mechanical part, but on the screen it shows that little the sort of net jumps out and goes whoop and goes back into the little taskbar, and then it says you have one goop. And eventually it'll categorize them when we have enough in the database.
Sure.
Right now it's like a generic goop in our inventory.
So, does anything happen when you're doing like the Z frequency stuff? Like, what is that? Is it like vibrating your phone, or like does it do anything around in the surroundings? Like, what does it look like when you're capturing this ghost? Just so we have an idea.
Want to jump in and
So I picture you have to there's like a touch interface on the screen. You have to carefully make sure you're at the same frequency as the ghost, and when it gets there, it sort of like buzzes, and you're like, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Is it like a rhythm game? Is that
Yeah.
Yes,
oh my
it's
god!
a
Right
rhythm.
at the moment, tap Z. Right at that right moment.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do we see like some leaves flutter maybe as it's gone from the
it gets like
from above.
so we know. Yeah.
What do you see from the
Yeah.
tree?
That's a good question.
Ooh, maybe we just see like you pointing it at something, and then there's like leaves and sticks and stuff on the ground that just suddenly like whoof into the air.
oh,
It
that's
looks
awesome.
really cool
Yeah.
from above on you. You look really cool. The leaves kind of swirl around you for a minute. It's really
Yeah.
yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, it gives. I guess I have the mental image of it sort of like has that sort of suspending gravity with like a gust of wind kind of effect. Like things start like levitating and like spinning around, and then it gets like sucked away and everything drops to the ground. Yeah, awesome. So you caught the mama wolf, but there's still a puppy wolf behind you, being all adorable.
I don't know what to do about that.
Which we have
No.
no idea it's there, do we?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
yeah,
Matilda knows.
yeah. Matilda does.
Oh, what to do with the puppy? I mean, I have no great fondness for ghosts, even puppies. But you know what? I think that my phone is maybe like out of storage now.
Perfect.
That was a big ghost. Do I need to get somebody else's? All right, so I'm going to shout up to the tree and say, like, we got one more down here. It's small. I need somebody with storage.
Cool. Can I propose that the ghost puppy might be following you at this point? Because one of your traits is that like weird things follow you, right? So like,
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, no, it
Kind of
sniffs you and thinks, it totally thinks it's your mom or something.
Oh, and I'm like, oh.
It's like it like wags its ghost tail.
Get away.
cool. Well, we might hop down then.
Yeah, it's safe. It's definitely safe to come.
Yeah, so you guys think like the ghost is
Right.
clear.
We initially think
Yeah.
So do you just like hop out of the tree, and I'm like in your arms?
with the hammock. I'm like holding
Yeah.
you aloft.
I love it.
And I let you step down, but I hold your hand like just a second too long, and the camera zooms in on it, and it's totally
Little
ambiguous as whether
Will they? Won't they?
will they want them.
Yeah. Perfect. So I give your hand a squeeze, and I'm like, awesome, excellent, wonderful. What were you saying about another ghost?
We got a baby down here.
Oh, a baby.
Oh, no, not
Oh.
No, somebody needs to fire up that app and take care of this.
So I open up mine and I can see it. I'm like, oh, he's just little.
It I think it tries to like jump and like put its paws on the legs of Matilda. Like
Oh gosh, does it leave like a little goo trail?
yeah, and like your pants are getting slimed with goo.
I'm serious, people. Somebody with storage on their phone.
Yeah, you're like okay,
Fire it
this
up,
is
press the button.
yeah.
I start deleting apps that I don't use often. I think I have enough room, maybe.
Let's hurry it up before this thing gets attached.
Okay, well, does anyone else want to jump in and do it, or shall I?
You should go for it.
I can do it.
I'm curious what Leslie is thinking right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, she's so quiet.
Her first ever ghost.
Yeah, I think
She
she's
was ready to fight it. So ready.
You did say it's a baby, so I think she's a little torn. But no, I think she didn't get like that high up the tree, so she like hops down with a little move that way. Yeah, so she's like furiously trying to pull the app up on her phone to actually see this ghost because she didn't see the other one. Like fumbling. Batleth is a two-handed weapon. This is a difficult. Try not to like stab herself. Yeah,
You can try to capture it?
Yeah, unless Amanda, unless you delete apps in time, I think she may try to.
To it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Like, while I'm sitting here being like, I don't know.
Okay.
I have this music backed up somewhere.
Just
Just like jump in.
her storage has been prepped for this.
Yeah.
She upgraded a while ago. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, is this technology, I guess?
Yes, this is absolutely technology.
Yeah.
Ooh, a 3.
Not great.
Yes.
Ooh.
So, what happens
No,
with
it literally says not great.
Yeah, it says not great. The GM decides your fate, but you may be given a chance to suggest a single positive minor effect.
Nice.
Okay.
Trying to do that mini game, the rhythm game.
You're
You're still half
You
up
can't-
on adrenaline.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
so
Oh,
excited.
yeah.
She's like, oh my god, there's a ghost. I see it. It's right there. I mean, I've definitely seen a ghost before, but oh my god, it's a ghost.
you try to attempt to modulate the what do we call it, the Z
frequency.
the Z frequency, right, and try to capture the ghost, but you mess up the frequency and you make the ghost permanently visible. So now
Awesome.
it's like stuck visible, like your phone like starts like vibrating really loud, like it can't capture something real, and like the frequency like made it so now it's like physical. Now there's like a physical ghost dog that's just like droopy with slime. It looks like a super wet wolf Newfoundland. It just like it looks like it's super soggy, right? And it's like wet all the time.
Does it shake?
Yeah, it shakes. Oh yeah, it's like near you all, and it. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what it does. It does. Thank you. Yeah, it shakes and it sprays you all with slime. So I think you all have to take a stress
Okay.
as you just get strucken down with slime as this thing gets real.
Oh no!
Oh boy, you guys are all losing
Uh,
1d6.
Or something. I am frazzled.
Ah, you panic. Yeah. Okay, so everyone. So a 3 again. A 3 means you're stressed and you lose a die from a skill. A 2 means you're frazzled and you're going to lose 2 dice from a skill. And a 1 means a total meltdown and you're going to lose your cool. But we didn't have any cool because no one ever rolled a 6. You guys cannot roll a 6 on your stress, but you roll a 6 for everything else. On a 1, you just lose your die. Use a number of skill dice equal to the stress dice rolled. So yeah, stress, like I've been kind of going with only like 1 or 2 dice for each of this, but like there's chances where it's like 3, 4, or 5 dice.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So, okay. But other than that, yeah. So Leslie, you get covered in goop. Describe for us what happens when you freak out.
it's so like they had this opportunity. I saw a ghost for the first time and I could have caught it and I messed it up so bad and now it's sprayed all over me and I don't know what to do about this, and it's just sort of like just kind of shaking with like I'm mad at myself more than anything else, I think. Like I couldn't really care too much about, oh no, my shirt, oh darn, but like I messed this up. This was my big chance.
Oh, so you're really hard on yourself.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh. I think the puppy tries to lick your feet as you're upset.
My only consolation is that it is not honorable for a Klingon to attack a child. I totally meant to do that.
Oh,
So I also lose 2 dice, right?
yes. Who was?
And
Yes.
Yeah,
And
what
I
about-
lose
Matilda and Svetlana were frazzled. So,
Okay. And I lose 1 from which skill?
I think this will be your guys' choice of what happens.
Oh.
My guess, my gut would say contact because now you're covered in slime and nobody wants to talk to you.
that makes the most sense.
But it also could be like you're slippery and your athletics could go bad, right?
That's why I think Svetlana's happening. And also, like, the goop, like, really got into her cute circus tights that she wears.
Oh,
under
no.
everything. And, like, this is her favorite pair. Okay? They don't make this kind anymore. It's got...
Yeah.
I don't know what it's got on it. What is Svetlana like?
Is it like those galaxy tights?
Oh.
Yeah. But there are cats on it. It's cats in space riding food.
Space.
Calendar I
Cats in
have.
space.
It's cats and burgers in space.
That's an amazing calendar.
I'm sorry. Oh.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so what are we going to do about this dog? This puppy?
Take it home with us?
Give it a name.
Yeah.
Get into a fight about what to do about it.
Okay. So you're just going to try to keep it?
Well, yeah.
All right. Do you
On
guys...
the bike?
Yeah, do you guys know what to do with a dog? Like a
Professional
puppy?
time?
Like
Yeah.
a regular dog? No. Absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
No idea. But it's a ghost dog. It doesn't need anything.
Yeah.
Can I have
Well-
a quick confessional?
Yes.
Potentially?
Yes.
To establish, and you
Oh,
can
absolutely.
negotiate this with me, but it's Svetlana later on, not in messed up pants or whatever. I knew that Matilda was a skilled negotiator, but what I didn't know is that it translated so well to, animal discipline.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say your circus trained would work for
I hope that could
Svetlana.
work too, yeah.
But yeah, like
Between the
animal...
two of us.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, right? So you want to help each other?
Does that sound okay to you?
Yeah,
Unless
sure.
Matilda wants nothing to do with it, which is okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think,
You'd be the bad
Yes,
cop, I'd be the
but-
good cop.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, she'll jump in. She wants nothing to do with it, but she'll jump in.
Sure, yeah, you'll get an extra die on this roll. So one of you guys has to be the person who makes the roll, but the other person gets to add, like, basically a skill die for helping somebody.
Okay. And can you remind me, can we get dice back in our skills as we are losing them? Or...
Well, yeah, once we wrap up this puppy thing, we're going to go to break, but you also will be going, like, this mission would be over, but we still have an hour, so we could probably do another mission.
Oh, cool.
Real quick. Okay. So, yeah. And we'll talk about that during break. Okay. So let's solve this puppy problem.
Okay.
All right. Well, what do you imagine you would be rolling with for dealing with this adorable goop puppy?
Either athletics or contact.
Yeah.
Because it's either social or it's
I think it's
I think it should be social.
I think it's social. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially after your
Oh, yeah.
confessional, right?
Huh?
Your confessional
Right.
made it so I would definitely say it's contact.
Cool.
Would you like to?
So your confessional, instead of giving her a new trait, it basically just expanded the negotiating bad cop to
Okay.
puppy. Right.
Sub-discipline puppy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bad
cool.
cop. Yeah, I would say including goop dogs.
Yeah.
Goop puppies.
I was thinking. Yeah. So if this is almost over, fine. But maybe like getting him to like obey and maybe even track or something. Is
Yeah.
Ooh.
Probably not
Yeah.
today, but that's the goal. Cool. So I'll roll my contact, which is 1 circus training. I think we said would count,
Yes.
and then a third from Matilda. Is that how that works?
Yes. And did you want to use any of your franchise or?
Do they come back after this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
totally.
So you guys so far have got so depending on after this roll, you already have 17 franchise dice. These franchise dice will be spent to boost your skills back up, as well as keep and updating your franchise's pools. So that's how it works.
Cool.
So
All right. I'm gonna roll 4. Oh,
5.
Wow. Okay.
No, that's good. So a 5 means you gain a franchise die, and it's a good success. It's not a killer. It's not a 6, but it's good. So just describe what happens.
Okay.
So yeah, you succeed at your action and your intent. So and so describe for us.
All right. So this puppy is like trying to like shake again, and I think initially like before I leave, like that behavior's got to stop. Okay.
Yeah.
Strict Svetlana is not gonna be okay with that ruining her tights anymore.
Yeah.
You've trained. Yeah, you've trained lions, right? Like
Yeah.
yeah.
Big cats, but yeah. So maybe there's like some kind of like stick or something, and she's using tools. I don't know how to train dogs. Darcy does not know how to train dogs. Lana might. So cool. Yeah, I think, do we do like a montage of like a few minutes of like people like catching their breath and getting goop off of them?
Oh yeah.
As we, check up on our phones or whatever.
And start packing up and like.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. While we're like digging around with the dog. So, Svetlana's like, the behavior's got to stop, but she's like got candy and she's like, taking out like snacks, like trail mix and stuff, or something like jerky. She's got jerky. So feeding this. She's at least trying to entice the ghost dog with jerky. I don't really know if that would work, but
it just like comes through and it drops out like a cartoon ghost.
Oh yeah, it jumps up to try to eat it and just goes right through, passes right through.
Super cute. And then Matilda like helps me out or whatever by as soon as he's like starting to act up, Matilda's like
down,
voice going down.
Awesome.
Yeah. He learns some tricks, but only listens to Matilda because she like can say it right.
Yeah, this dog would be so spoiled if it wasn't for Matilda.
Awesome. So, yeah. Okay. Cool. So it's 11:12. We solved our mission. My question for you guys is: I'm comfortable with going another hour and coming with another mission, or if you guys are busy or whatever and you want to call it here, that's also fine. What do you want to do?
Flexible.
Yeah, I could keep going.
Yeah, I'm good with either.
Okay.
I'm good with either. I'd be happy to wrap. Also, I feel happy with our ghost dog.
Yeah, I feel like
it's a pretty solid first mission.
Yeah, personally, I'm doing this to protect my own self because I want to do the adventures of Disruptor and Ghost Puppy for a campaign, and I don't want to be hurt. if we wanted to call it here, right? I feel like Ghost Puppy adventures with Disruptor, yeah.
He has a little basket on our bicycle now.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's the making of a good game here.
Yeah, so instead, how about we just go around and sort of describe sort of like our epilogues, and then we'll do some outros. How about that?
Perfect.
Okay. So let's just go around and do an epilogue of either like what happens immediately after this, or maybe we flash forward a couple years and we see what happens with some people. How about that? Okay.
Great.
So I'll leave it open to you guys, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Because there's no rules for this. This is just us doing stuff, right?
I think over the next couple of years, Amanda realizes that she's much happier in the corporate office, taking care of funding and finance and legal red tape and all the kind of paperwork that this involves. And so she just sits at like a big oak desk and feels fancy, and stops being a field agent.
Yeah, well, that just means we have a fancy office now.
Yeah.
Like you just imply that now you are not in a garage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you guys are making it up in the getting up there in the world.
Yeah.
There are Disruptor franchises now that you manage.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Disruptor.
Yeah. Now you're corporate. Yeah. You fancy.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
The commissioner.
Yeah.
So I think that's the long-term thing for her.
Awesome. That's cute. I'm sorry. Do we see in the epilogue for Amanda, so she's at a desk, and does she have the little, brass nameplate, Amanda Vandeven?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure the nameplate was there, right? Okay. It's super important. Okay.
I think that the camera will definitely pan to your new shoes, also.
Yes.
Oh.
Shining, gorgeous,
the exact
leather
same
pumps.
pair, but brand new.
Yes.
Christine.
Oh,
got
lovely.
like a skirt suit, business, very crisp.
Yeah.
The camera goes up from the shoes to your nameplate, right?
Yeah.
Shoes, nameplate, my grinning smug ass.
Oh my god. Yes. Oh, that's so good. I love it. Cool.
I think when Leslie stops beating herself up about her first mission failure, she really is taken with the ghost puppy and definitely spoils it and does not do any sort of discipline whatsoever. Sorry.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like to imagine that she goes on to become a more competent ghost hunter and likes staying in the field, although it is difficult for her to not bring home every cute ghost.
A challenge.
Yeah. I mean, a few definitely make it back to the office, but
Yeah, now if this were to be a campaign, I feel like the major theme would be ghosts are becoming real things. They're taking physical forms.
Yeah.
And we have to solve why. Yeah.
Awesome.
Anyways, okay. Just from you saying that, I was like, yeah, that's gonna be a thing.
Oh, yeah.
But now, like, oh yeah, I'm dating a ghost boyfriend. Like, yes, I want to play that game.
We don't know how the app is messing up, but like, oops, I messed it up again, and it just happens to be a cute cat. Oh darn, what are we gonna do?
Those darn Z frequencies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
We'll work this bug out eventually, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad Leslie is finding the self-confidence.
Yeah, that's great.
Cool. What about Svetlana or Matilda?
Yeah, so I think Svetlana might, at some point, like for some years down the line, especially with these like animals these ghost animals becoming visible, right?
Yeah.
He realizes this is a perfect opportunity to make some money off of that. So, Svetlana's stupendous ghost circus opens in New York that summer, and maybe she's gotten investor funding from Miss Van de Van.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry about the financials. I take care of that.
Yeah.
Exactly. We've got some deal worked out, but I feel like that she might be getting back to her roots and yet still integrating this ghost life.
Are you guys a power couple? Like, was there anything about the romantic subplot, or was that not going anywhere?
It's ambiguous.
I think it's
it's ambiguous. Okay.
I think it's the subject of much discussion,
Okay.
much gossip,
Okay.
and
Fan forums.
speculation.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah.
New York, our headquarters moves to New York.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Suspicions are there.
Yeah.
She says business.
Rabid fan fiction, like just rabid fans
fan
being like,
fiction.
but it was in there. It was in the confessional in the first episode. It's there. It's true.
Pretty much canon.
Yeah. Awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's so good. Love it.
Well, I think then continuing with the ghost animal theme, I mean, Matilda always wanted to rid herself of ghosts and become a zookeeper, and this might be the only middle ground she's ever going to get.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that's so perfect.
I'm so glad you picked up on it. I was like, I do hope, like, I'm so glad
Just circle
everyone
back
took,
around,
yeah.
But maybe Svetlana helped me sort of get the business off the ground. I mean, I imagine you have more business sense than I do with your.
Oh my
maybe
God.
Amanda did too.
Yeah, Amanda.
And Leslie, you probably brought like a soft edge to, like training. So
A soft edge and lots of ghost animals I brought.
Yes. Awesome.
I love it. I love it. Oh, it's so good, guys.
This is making me so happy.
Awesome. Oh, that's a good way. I know. Now I really wish this could have been a longer game now because it's just so. This is a good story. So yeah, let's so it's 11:19. Let's just spend like an extra 15 minutes or so. I don't know. Like, just can we decompress a little bit? Talk about the game. Talk about our experiences, what we liked, we didn't like, kind of stuff. If we're okay with that, is that all right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I want to hear your guys' ideas. I mean, I like this game a lot. I felt like this game I didn't do a clear enough job explaining the rules early on.
I think it worked though.
Yeah.
I think picking it up as we went was really great. Like,
Yeah.
I had read the rules, but I felt like it was much better to get it piecemeal. That worked really well.
I felt like the last 20-30 minutes of it was good, right? Like, we're throwing in confessionals, we're getting the scenes, things are breaking, it's happened. Also, it was just weird that we had so successful dice rolls.
Right.
Yeah, really odd.
Yeah.
Total crap. So we never dealt with cool.
Yeah, well, yeah, we never dealt with cool, which would cool happens when you roll a 6 on your stress die, and that means you actually get an extra point of cool, where you can actually either spend that for different things. Also protects you from future stress unless you roll a 1 where you lose your cool. It never came up. It's just one of those weird things that sometimes that happens.
It's not very cool. It's fine.
Yeah.
We're just not cool.
I thought our story that we came up with today was awesome. And this came from nothing. This just came from people's suggestion, right? This just together. That was a lot of fun. I mean, you guys were excellent. You guys were really, really good about incorporating each other, I felt. today. Just from my own observations, I felt like I wasn't doing a good enough job for that, but you guys were stepping in and like highlighting, because I know a few times I felt like, yeah, Leslie was not getting the spotlight that she needed, and you were like, well, what's Leslie doing right now? And I was like, oh, it's making me look bad. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
We were all genuinely excited about each other's characters.
Exactly.
And so it was so easy to just be like, I'm
I
doing that, but I really want to know what's going on with this person. Because
Yeah.
How are they reacting to this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it was good.
So if everyone enjoyed this, my question then, what do you think there's avenues or some kind of ways we can look at expanding this game to include more like viewer input into the game, whether or not that's done like maybe not even live, but maybe like through like other mediums and incorporating that stuff into the game. Do you have any ideas about that?
You have ideas for confessionals, potentially, like
Yeah,
stuff that has to get, like, a list of things that we could possibly integrate into a confessional and then play to see how we get to that concept, or
Yeah. Because one idea, like a theoretical game I had for this was a hack of InSpectres. That's a game show where you guys are all competing, and then the viewers vote for like the person. Then when someone gets eliminated, kind of thing. And it's sort of like it's like Twitch's top inspector game. So, and what would happen is then the audience would vote at the start of each session, being like, so you have your franchise, right? And like they would vote and be like, okay, well this one, you don't have your library dice because the library's broken today, right? You know, like sort of like how like Chopped or like anything happens where like you have to do something with like a strain. That would be the idea, right? Or something like, you guys all have to wake up super early, so you all have to immediately start with 4 stress, like a immediate 4 stress roll, and go, and then like halfway through another like hard stress, like just experiment with different like crazy things happening that chat comes up with, right? Like, what are you gonna do when there's like mouse traps everywhere? Like, what are you gonna, like this kind of stuff.
If you've ever been in a game where you use monologues, a lot of freeform and LARPs use monologue, and so anyone else in the game can just call for a character. They can just say like, I want to know what this character is thinking about this situation right now. And so you can just have this like, it's basically functions the same as a confessional. So I think if anyone in the chat could kind of like call for that. Yeah. And then ideally, I guess like you as the GM would kind of be the moderator of of that, so we wouldn't just be completely beholden to like, I know your audience is wonderful, but just like Twitch in general, like I don't want people to just be able to exactly. But if that was an option to like ask for, and then we could do that or not as we saw fit.
Calling for a confessional seems like a really, really good idea there. I like that a lot.
Exactly what I was thinking as well. Same wavelength.
I've never actually played. I've never actually done a LARP before. In sort of a structured game. I did do like a back. This is weird, but like back when I lived in Philly, I was a World War II reenactor for a little bit. So I guess that's LARP. That's LARPing, right? Like that has to be LARPing. That's just so more less fringe LARPing, I guess, or that's LARPing that like Trump supporters would probably appreciate. You know what I mean? Like that's like like that's how you market it. LARPing for Second Amendment supporters is basically what it turned out to be. That was my only experience with LARPing.
That's so interesting.
Would that, but like LARPing as a whole would be like a cool thing for,
I wonder if I can't imagine streaming a LARP. I literally cannot imagine how that would work for anyone involved. But LARP is very boring.
It could be. I wonder. You could kind of just have like a constant stream of like a confessional chair where like, people can step in there and just describe your internal stuff and like leave. And then later on, if it's actually recorded, people can go back and watch it. Like for an actual LARP.
I was in a LARP by Jason Morningstar called Apportionment, which is like a really political LARP about a fictional world that's kind of being carved up by various powers. And so the whole thing is like a really, really long negotiation with people who have different interests and allegiances.
Is this supposed to be like an analog to China?
No, actually, it was an analog to sort of 1918 Middle East.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, Jason Morningstar loves that stuff, so like I wanted to know what he was drawing from. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's so it's sort of like a thinly veiled sci-fi version of that.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's one character who's just, or there's two characters actually who are just in the media, and so you go and you like, so and so has just made a statement that such and such is this. What's your response? And so you like get people to do kind of a confessional type thing, but in like a very like aggressively prompted way.
Yeah.
But it's good. It helps people like focus their characters and what they're thinking, and it helps them like drive. And then they say things that other characters get very mad about, and you can sort of be an awful little gossip and go around and stir the pot.
Oh, that's awesome. So two things then. One, so if this is supposed to be circa like 1918 Middle East, is it supposed to be kind of like Dune? Like people are carving up Arrakis?
Yeah, I think probably Dune is also really good, yeah.
Okay. I just trying to get a headspace of what this is. And second, a couple people in chat are talking about, like, they're interested in LARP, but they've never done it. What would you need to do, like, if someone was interested in LARPing, how would they get involved more?
I would say, ultimately, run one. Find a LARP online, play something like The Climb, or Out of Dodge, or some other just like American freeform game, and run it for your local group, because trying to find an existing LARPing group and then seeing if you jive with them and all that shit is like, if it happens, it's really cool, but it's really hard. And I think most people who game or who like theater or like fun experiences or who like murder mysteries or whatever are open to it. So just find people who want to try it and just go for it. Yeah.
A bunch of people in my I'm a grad student in biology. A bunch of people in my department like had this giant like political LARP, but they didn't call it a LARP. They called it a murder mystery. It was like dozens of people who would like never ever sit down to play Dungeons and Dragons were like, oh yeah, I'm this political person. I was like totally mind blown when you take the LARP word away. How many people are like super down?
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's a really good point, because I feel like those murder mysteries are still very popular. Like running,
they totally are.
Yeah, like that's a great way to trick people into LARPing.
Well, and like escape rooms and like interactive theater, like Sleep No More and that kind of thing. Like I think there's a real like hunger for it, and people are, and so many people are so freaking good at it, and people are so creative, and people are just, when they just allow themselves to be, it's amazing. So
I think that is probably, I think you just hit the nail on the head of why I like games right there, is that people are able to break down what they're interested in and express themselves creatively in a way that you oftentimes you can't in real life. That's you just nailed it. Yeah. So I want to do more LARPs because I want to experience that more than, since most of my gaming time happens in front of a camera now on the internet. A LARP would be like the opposite, and I would love to do that. And I wanted to mention, I'm going to butcher their name here. I'm sorry if I'm chat. Srosky? It says, like, having a LARP that includes a media team or journalists would allow for photos or cameras. And then he, ellipses, then there is a silent movie LARP where the game artifact produced is the silent film.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember. I don't know if that's a Morningstar LARP or someone else, but yeah, you basically make a silent film.
Yeah.
And you play the actors who are in it, and so they have all kind of like off-screen drama, and it, yeah.
Wild.
I don't know if that is available yet.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I know if one LARP that I've never done a LARP, but one LARP that I'm especially excited about is Ghost Court.
Ghost Court!
Well,
Ghost Court.
I will just be able to... This will be such a shorter conversation because I'll just say, no problem, get literally as many people as you want together and go to Ghost Court. Yeah. And you will have a wonderful time. Once the thing comes out, like, boom, done, leave.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So if I ever go to a con, when I go to my next con and there's ever like extra meetup stuff, I definitely want to recommend or like suggest like, hey, we should try to run Ghost Court. There's two games I'm especially excited about. One's not really a LARP, but it kind of is. I played Sea Dracula on stream.
Yeah.
And Sea Dracula is one of the funnest games I've ever played.
What is this?
Animal lawyers and dancing.
Yeah.
Legitimately animal like aviary attorney or like ace attorney crossed with crazy animals with ridiculous names, and actual dancing where you like have to like defend your your random case by actually doing dancing that other people suggest to you, like names of ridiculous stanzas that you never heard of that they made up oftentimes, and you just like have to interpret what that means. And if people think you did a good job or whatever, then it is. You should, if you're interested, I have a VOD of it on YouTube. If Once Upon a Game See Dracula, and it was excellent. So like that and Ghost Court are like the two things I want to do with people around, because like everyone I've heard that did stuff with Ghost Court, especially you, Alex, and another guy, Eric Mersman.
Mm-hmm.
He's big into that kind of stuff. He was telling about. He has a wig. Like you get wigs.
Well,
like,
see, that's the thing about Ghost Court is that like I think that's one of the reasons why it's not out yet is because it's much because it's still being play tested, but it's pretty much ready to go. But like it's way more fun with the big like white powdered wig and like a literal gavel and like little sheets for people to wear if they're ghosts.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know how distribution is going to work with that game yet.
So for those who don't know, Ghost Court is basically like the People's Court crossed with Beetlejuice, right? Is that how that's how Jason pitches it?
Close enough.
Yeah. So awesome. So thanks, guys. I'm definitely going to keep that consideration about using chat to invoke confessionals as like the easiest way of incorporating stuff like that, because I really like InSpectres. I would love to get like a show of InSpectres going, just because it's kind of like I don't know. I feel like it's a show, right? It's a show, and I feel like there's a lot of like ongoing like dramatic shows of like role playing games where it's like a Critical Role or whatever. It's like super long, and everyone has super impressive characters, and it's like your standard story. But this is sort of like your comedy half-hour TV segment. Like there's not enough role playing games where it's like you don't have to be as serious. You
have to have commercials though. You have to do commercials if you're gonna do it. Or like ads for fictional things.
Yes. Like your fictional NERPs. I would definitely do this. Yes. That's good. I like that a lot.
Next edition of the Audubon Guide to Goop Bears.
Yes.
Commercial.
Wisdom with LeVar Burton.
Version.
Yes.
Edition 2.
Think of a product placement.
Oh my god, I love it. I love
you
it.
get a cease and desist from LeVar Burton.
Yeah, well, whatever. I don't make any money off this.
What an honor to get a cease and desist from LeVar Burton.
Yeah, I would frame that. I would absolutely frame that. So awesome, guys. Yeah, so let's just do some outros, and then you guys we'll be free to go and we'll wrap up. All right. So let's do reverse order. So in case you guys joined in late, Meg, who are you, and how can people find you, and what do you do?
Oh God, so many questions. I'm Megan Dorbrock. I am Meglish on Twitter and basically everywhere else on the internet. I do a show on the One Shot podcast network called Modifier, where we talk to people who make games and alter games, and we talk about why they do it, how they do it, what goals they're trying to reach. So we talk about specific projects, people who are modding one system to another, and more general topics like making games more accessible. So all kinds of good stuff happens over there, and that's at oneshotpodcast.com.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, guys, you need to check out Modifier. Modifier is awesome. It's one of my favorite. Yep. Cool. And Darcy.
Hey, I'm Darcy Ross. I can be found on the internet at Darcy L. Ross and like G+ and all the things. And I am with Contessa, which is an organization that likes to promote and highlight people, women who are in leadership positions in gaming. So making games, jamming games, hacking games, running panels, all that good stuff. So that's me, Darcy Ross.
Yes. Awesome. Yeah. I'm so happy to have you guys on here, by the way. I just can't say it enough. You guys have been wonderful. Awesome. And Alex.
My name's Alex Roberts. I host the Backstory podcast on the One Shot Podcast Network. It's an interview show where I just bring on game designers, community organizers, people who are doing interesting work in role-playing games, and I talk to them about their gaming history and their philosophies of play and what they had for breakfast, all the good stuff. If you want to keep up with me, you can go to helloalexroberts.com. I'm pretty fun on G Plus, and I'm lots of fun on Twitter.
Yeah, you're a riot on Twitter. I love it.
If you want LARP recommendations, I don't know what people are. I can't see the chat, but if people are asking about LARP, just like send me an email, like show up at my house, like send me a carrier. I will recommend specific LARPs that I think you'll enjoy.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, and I'll be sure to link everyone's information and stuff in the VODs for this on YouTube. So so Alex, thank you so much. And guys, backstory is also super good. Holy crap.
Crap is right.
Yeah, it's just especially for somebody like me who, once again, like, I don't know that much about LARP. You make LARP extremely accessible and like start like to learn about it. It's not very much like, oh, you're not in the know, so you're not gonna like it. Wrong. That's awesome. It's super easy. It's enjoyable. Anybody can pick this up if you played a role-playing game before, or not even, and just interested in storytelling. Listen to backstory. It's super good. And okay. And last but not least, Hannah.
I am Hannah Schaefer. I make tabletop games. I'm part of a 3-person game design co-op. We're called Make Big Things, and you can find our games at makebigthings.com. We made a role-playing game called Questlandia, another game called 14 Days. I'm on Twitter at HanBandit, and I also have a podcast with my little sister where we take games. We take social games and deconstruct them into gamified parts. So we break down like the Christmas game or the dating game. It's really fun. So, and that's called Games People Play.
Yes, that's also awesome. And for those who don't know who I am from the VODs, I'm Eric. I'm EricVulgaris here on the internet. I do Once Upon a Game here 3 times a week. This is a special edition, so I'm doing it 4 times a week. In fact, actually, this one is 5.
Wow.
And I play one-shot games all the time, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Sundays. This month was supposed to be sort of like March Madness-y, but transitioning to April is a free-for-all. I prefer to do GM-less, prep-less games, only because it makes it for my schedule super easy to do, so we can just show up here and play. No experience is required. If you're interested, there is a link in the Twitch chat here. I will also link it in the VODs and stuff. I run a thing called a Discord, which is sort of like a community chat room kind of thing with voice stuff. I have a link to my schedule in there, as well as like a small community of fellow players, like everyone here in chat who's watching us, and a bunch of other people. So if I'm too busy, but you still want to run a game or try a new game, there are plenty of people who are excited and ravenous for more games as much as you are to try it out. Once again, no experience required. Organize, have fun. So that's sort of what I do. I also do a variety of other kind of like stream stuff. So coming up later today, I'm going to be streaming my prep for tomorrow's game of The Sprawl, featuring Adam Coble, John Harper, Stephen Lumpkin, and Arthur Perkins, AP Gaming, Real. So I'm doing that. I also am going to be streaming in the morning on Sunday a game of Silent Legions by Kevin Crawford to kind of finish up March Madness. Will be fun. And that's kind of all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Golden WH says I need outro overlays for each of his guests. I wish I was trying to do that before we started, but I was running late and I didn't have that done. So yeah, that was we had ghostings to do. So that's the spiel. Thank you guys so much. I hope you had an awesome time.
Thank you.
And,
totally. Thanks
so much, Eric.
Yeah, thank you.
Great.
Yeah, it's great.
All your games.
Yeah, right now, thank you so much. I've been doing this since October now, and I think I have over like 60 games, and like 25 or so like actual different systems now. I'm just going through all of them, learning all the games. So thank you guys so much. Thank you guys in chat for hanging out with me, and take care and have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
Bye.